everyone. My name is Juan Merlin, and I am happy to present the foods of Morelos in Mexico. So, a quick brief history of Morelos is that it's the home of the Nahua Indians and is famed as the birthplace of the revolutionary hero Emiliano Zapata. So, Emiliano Zapata played a huge major role for this state since he fought for freedom and land during the Mexican Revolution. So he came up, in order for him to succeed this, he came up with a plan called El Plan de Ayala, along with his comrade Francisco y Madero. So they came up with a plan called El Plan de Ayala in order to gain freedom. And as Emiliano quotes, Tierra y Libertad, which means basically land and freedom. So there's a population about 127.6 million people and has gained independence in 1814. So geography, it is about 1,911 square miles. The climate here is very hot and humid. So the daily temperatures is about 91 degrees to 98 degrees. So it's on a very hot day. On the image below here, you can see the sunrise about to shine in, and in the state, this is a state called Tepoztlan. It's very hot there as well. And there is many fields, many crop fields, and this is beneficial fields for the traditional foods that they serve in like downtown and the foods and such. So there's like sugarcane fields that are needed to make ponche, which is a tea. There is many roots and seeded seeds planted in order to make piloncillo and snacks and such that will be going on in the next slides. So here we see many people at the market. We see them selling one of the traditional drinks like agua de Jamaica, horchata, lemonade, and tamarindo and maracuya. So most of the people of Morelos are they're in the downtown and in the Zócalos. The Zócalos are like it's like these little churches with like outdoor patios or outdoor places, open spaces for people to walk by and sell goods. We could see the people walking by in the image below here, and then on the lower right side, we have people selling tacos or sopes and some other foods, and people could eat outside and order at the same time. So one of the breakfast meals that they serve in Morelos are tacos acorazados. So tacos acorazados are thick tortillas with rice cooked in tomato and a choice of any choice of meat you like, and of course with accompanied with sour cream and guacamole. So number two, we have guasontel. The guasontel are branches wrapped. They're guasonte branches wrapped together with salty cheese and made out of traditional crop grown in Morelos. So these branches are cropped in Morelos, and yes, they are consumable. The leaves, branches, flowers are all edible, of course, and they are also made with like beaten egg and fried and slammed in a spicy tomato sauce. We have number three, which is the sopa de nopalitos con huevo. So as we see in image three, it's just like a little spicy soup with scrambled egg inside, lemon, and some nopales, which is like some cactus. And for number five, for number four, I'm sorry, we have huevo con chorizo. So it's scrambled egg with chorizo. And for number five, we have caldo de hongos. So it's just a soup with mushrooms and many little ingredients that you want to add, salt, pepper, garlic. It's recommendable. So some lunch meals, mostly ate in the afternoon, sold in downtown, is pozole, which is made out from um, the meat, which is often pork, and with fresh ingredients such as cabbage, chili, onion, garlic, radish, avocado salsa, and lime. For number two, we have sopes, my personal favorite, which are um which are made out of maize dough, tortillas, handmade as well, and then just cooked in the pan. And you could add green sauce, beans, cheese, nopales, whatever you like. It's up to you, your choice to decide. And yeah, and then for number three, um we have tlacoyos. So these same thing as sopes, handmade tortilla flour made out of maize. However, it's dyed in blue. All of them are dyed in blue, and they are covered either in beans, covered in chicharron, or covered in cheese. Your choice. And then you could add anything on top. You could add anything on top like nopales, cheese, sour cream, whatever you like. Um, and then for number four, I'm sorry, we have jumilis. These are basically small stink bugs that can be roasted, fried, ground, or eaten. They are often eaten in tacos with guacamole. So I've actually never tried these, but I should try them if I go to Morelos. Maybe something I would be scared to try, but they're edible. The little what's it, stink beads. And for number five, we have tamal de pescado. I have never actually heard a tamal made out of fish. It's just I never tried it, never heard of it, but yeah, it's made out of red sauce and fish fillets. And number six, we have plato de cecina. So this is beef traditionally sold in markets. You could accompany it with avocado, beans, or rice. And for the desserts, we have pan de dulce, which we all know. It's, sweet bread. We have palanquetas. So the palanquetas are actually a crisp candy based on peanuts sweetened with brown sugar syrup. And for number three, we have jamoncillo de pepita. So the jamoncillo de pepita is finely grown pumpkin seeds prepared with milk and brown sugar. So again, all these seeded seeds are thanks to the crops in Morelos that we have in the fields. All these seeds are from there, and at the same time, they're cut and grown and then brought up to bring it into a dessert that mostly all the people from Morelos enjoy and eat when they're out in downtown or walking by. And for number four, we have alegria. So the alegria is amora seeds toasted with pop sweetened until they pop, sweetened with honey and or syrup of unrefined brown sugar. So we have like two or three different types. They come with peanuts and other seeds. You could choose any you like, squares, circles, whatever. Um, they're all it's the same composition. It's mixed with honey. And for number five, we have camotes and mielos. So this is and mielados, my bad. So this is basically sweet potatoes covered in sweet honey. And I've actually really tried these and they taste really good. Yeah. So for the drinks, we have tepache. If you don't know what tepache is, it's homemade pineapple brew. So it's made out of the peels from a pineapple, blended in and mixed up and made into tepache. We have agua de Jamaica, which is hibiscus, um, from dried hibiscus flowers made with water and sugar. And then we have agua de tamarindo, which is made out of tamarindo, water, and sugar. And the reason why I chose these images for number two and number three for the Jamaica and tamarindo was because that's how they're sold traditionally in markets, outside stands from these big bowls. They just start serving people like that. So I thought that was interesting to put. And for number four, we have pulque. So pulque is a mildly intoxication drink made by fermenting the sap of a maguey agave. So these are found in most fields. Agave, you can make tequila out of agave as well as this drink that we're talking about, pulque. So yeah. And for number five, we have chumiate. 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 It's an infusion of loquat fruit with aromatic herbs such as cham chamomile, anz, or lemon tea leaves. And for number six, we have ponche, which you can see has a sugarcane stick on there, and ponche is made by using fresh and dried fruits, so like prunes, tamarind, hibiscus, sugarcane, cinnamon, and it's the reason why it's sweet is because they add piloncillo. It's a very sweet product. And when it comes to the snacks, most of the snacks that are shown here are the people selling them in every place. Everywhere you walk in Morelos, there's people selling these snacks, which is number one. We have elote. We have it's corn with it's steamed corn with, or it could be either steamed or asado, the corn with some sour mayonnaise, cheese, chili. And for number two, we have raspados. We have the traditional flavors, which number two should be number five, which is hibiscus, tamarindo, and guayaba and maracuya. And for number three, we have esquites. It's the same thing. It's corn, but instead of it being in the corn itself, they chop it off and put it into bits. Also with mayonnaise, cheese, lemon, and chili. Number four, we have one of my favorites as well is the fruta preparada with chamoy, chili, any type of fruit you want, mango, you want pepino, anything, they'll prepare it for you. And it's a very great traditional snack in Morelos as well. And that does it for my presentation. I'm glad everyone got to see the foods of Morelos and some of my personal favorites and some I haven't tried. And all the foods come from the fields of Morelos, same fields where workers are at, and it's very hot in Morelos. Thank you.